Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we completed apply leave request API call in our Spring Boot application, and in today's video, we will create employee service in our Angular application, and then we will write the code to call this apply leave API. So let's get started. So in our Angular application, first of all, we need to create employee service in the employee module, and to do this we will click on this employee folder and then we will choose a new folder and we will name this folder as employee services, and then we will right click on this employee services folder and we will open it in integrated terminal, and in this terminal we need to give the command to create a new service and we will give this as ng g for generate, s for service, and we will name this service as employee. And as you can see, our employee service is ready. And now let's open this employee services folder and then we will open employee.service.ts. And in this service, first of all, we need to store the basic URL. And to do this, we will create a constant variable and we will name this as URL. And after this, we will set the value as http localhost colon 8080. And after this, we need to inject http client, and to do this we will write private and we will name this as http, and after this we will write http client and we will import it from angular slash common slash http. And after this, to call the API we need to create a new method and we will name this method as apply leave, and in this method we will accept leave DTO and this will be of type any, and after this for the return type we will give this as observable of type any, and after this in the body of this method we will write return statement and then we will use http client and then we will call post method, and in this first of all we need to give the URL, and for the basic URL we will use our URL variable, and after this we will use plus sign to concatenate the method URL, and we will give this as slash API slash attendance slash add slash leave, and after this we need to pass the request body and we will give this as leave DTO, and with this our apply leave method is completed in the employee service. And now let's save this file, and now we need to call this method from our component, and to do this we will open employee dashboard.component.ts, and in this component in the imports array first of all we need to import shared module and we will add the import from our shared folder, and after this we will create a constructor in this component, and in this constructor we need to inject employee service and ng message service, and to do this we will write private and we will name the service as employee service, and after this we will write employee service and we will import it from our employee services folder, and after this we will again write private and we will name this as message, and after this we will mention ng message service and we will add the import from ngzoro slash message, and after this we need to create a method to call the API and we will name this method as apply leave, and in this method first of all we need to create a request body, and to do this we will create a constant variable and we will name this as data, and in this request body we need to send employee ID and project ID which we will get from the storage service, and first of all we will write the employee ID, and after this we will use our user storage service and we will call a method get user ID, and as you know this method returns the ID of the logged in user, and after this we need to send project ID, and to set the value we will again use user storage service and this time we will call get user project ID method, and with this our request body is completed, and after this we will use our employee service and then we will call a method apply leave, and in this method we will pass the data, and after this we will subscribe the response and we will name this as test and we will write an arrow function, and after this to handle the errors we will write error function as well, and in this error function we will use ng message service and we will show the error message as error, and after this we will go to the success case, and in this we will again use ng message service and we will show the message as leave applied successfully, and with this our apply leave method is completed in the ts file, and now we need to call this method from our HTML file on the click of a button, So let's save this file and let's open employee dashboard.component.html. And in this file we will create a div and we will give a styling of padding 30 pixel. And in this div we will create a button by using button tag, and for the text we will write apply today's leave. And after this we will use the click event of this button and we will call apply leave method. And now let's save this file, and after this let's run our Angular application. And as you can see, our application is up without any errors. And now let's go to the browser and let's test our apply leave feature. And in the browser on the login page we need to log in as employee. And to do this, for the email I will give employee2@gmail.com. And after this I will give the password and will click on this login button. And as you can see, after successful login we got redirected to employee dashboard, and on the dashboard we got a button apply today's leave. And now let's click on this button, and as you can see we got the message leave applied successfully. And now let's go to MySQL Workbench to verify this entry. And in the MySQL Workbench we will open leave request table, and as you can see we got a new record with the ID 1, and in this record we have all the details with the date of today. And that's it for today's video. In the next video, we will update our apply leave API call, and in the apply leave API, we will write the code to restrict the employee to request multiple leaves for a single day.